So today's Friends compilation was basically pure chaos from start to finish, and honestly, this is why Friends is still legendary. We start with Ross having one of the worst emotional breakdowns ever after. Carol leaves him, and the guy walks into Central Perk looking completely destroyed while the group tries their best to comfort him, but Chandler instantly suggests a strip club, which somehow sounds exactly like something Chandler would call therapy. Then Rachel's storyline kicks in, and this is peak early Friends energy because she's trying to survive in the real world without depending on her parents, but she has absolutely no idea how normal life works. And the laundry scene alone is iconic. Watching Rachel panic over separating whites and colors like it's advanced science is still hilarious decades later, but honestly, Phoebe completely steals the episode collection because one second she's giving emotional advice and the next she casually tells the craziest stories imaginable while everyone just sits there confused, and somehow her songs are even more chaotic. Meanwhile, Chandler gets trapped inside an ATM vestibule with Jill Goodacre and completely loses the ability to function like a normal human being. This man turns chewing gum into a life-threatening situation, and every sentence he says somehow becomes more embarrassing than the previous one. Then we get the Thanksgiving disaster, which might actually be one of the funniest group arguments in sitcom history because everybody forgets the keys. Monica completely snaps, the turkey gets ruined. Ross complains about potatoes, and somehow the entire apartment turns into a screaming contest, but weirdly enough, that's exactly what makes the scene feel real. It's messy, loud, chaotic, and feels exactly like being around actual friends. Joey especially is on another level in this compilation because this man accidentally walks into the girl's apartment during a changing moment, yells, "Sorry, wrong boobies," and somehow thinks that fixes everything. Absolute chaos. And Ross somehow keeps getting worse throughout the video because every time you think his life cannot become more stressful, another problem appears: monkey roommate, baby drama, relationship disaster, mental breakdown, and Thanksgiving arguments all at the same time. But honestly, one of the best things about these older Friends episodes is how simple everything feels. Because the humor does not rely on crazy effects or giant storylines. It's literally just six friends talking, arguing, roasting each other, and somehow making ordinary situations insanely funny. Even the smallest moments become iconic because of the cast chemistry and the delivery. And the ending actually becomes weirdly wholesome because despite all the failed plans, ruined dinners, and nonstop fighting, the group still ends up together laughing at the end of the night. And that's exactly why Friends became comfort TV for so many people, because it's not about perfect lives. It's about imperfect people somehow surviving life together. And honestly, this compilation proves that even the most random Friends episodes still hold up to